right, guys, once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. And what a great day for the Tigers. I mean, they're continuing their recruiting efforts. They're starting to land kids, especially out of state. They're showing a trend that they're willing to go outside, obviously, the state of Alabama, outside of the comforts of the North Gwinnett County area, outside of Florida, to land some pretty quality recruits. Now, one thing about this is the fact that Auburn has done a really good job in the state of Texas of landing really quality recruits as of recent. But let's go ahead and talk about the current recruiting class as it stands now. The two top recruits, strangely enough, for the Auburn Tigers comes from the state of Alabama. Usually, Auburn does not have a lot of success in the state of Alabama with recruiting, but at least getting off to a decent start recruiting in 2021. Because if you think about it, Auburn has Lee Hunter out of Blount High School, which is right around that Mobile, Alabama area. He's a .9727 recruit. Now, don't get me wrong. I think this guy can translate over because of his size, because of his durability, and because of his agility. He probably could translate into a higher end 4-star recruit, maybe into the 5-star recruit area when we talk about recruiting rankings. Also from the state of Alabama is Armani Goodwin, a .9601 recruit from the state of Alabama, from the infamous Hewitt-Trussville area. Actually, that's where Noah Igbenogany went to high school, came to Auburn as a wide receiver, converted over to the cornerback position, and eventually landed himself as a first-round pick to the Miami Dolphins as a cornerback. But then we look at the next few recruits. Where are these guys from? Demetrius Davis from the state of Texas, North Shore High School in Houston, Texas. He's a dual-threat quarterback, 4-star recruit, has a very winning mannerism about himself, led his team to the playoffs, a very good football player, commits to Auburn, one of the best quarterbacks in this particular class. They had to replace McLaughlin, who decommitted. And then, to make matters even better, Auburn needed some offensive linemen. And what better gain is to get a .9355 4-star recruit, a high-end 4-star recruit from the same high school that Demetrius Davis went to. 6'5", 340 pounds, definitely has the Power 5 size that you need, and definitely has, from what I see on video footage, the type of potential talent that Auburn needs to move their offensive line and the line of scrimmage on the offensive side of the football field to the next level. But then you think about it. Out of all the recruits after the two in-state recruits from Alabama, you don't have any local guys. You got Texas, Florida, Texas, Florida, Tennessee. Auburn has not tapped into their usual Gwinnett County area in Georgia just yet. Guess who they got from Gwinnett County? They got Derek Brown. They got Brad Lester from back in the day. They got Owen Papo. Even, a couple of other guys that are no longer with the team from that area. It's a very easy area for Auburn to recruit because, hey, Gwinnett County is not too far. As a matter of fact, on a good day, a person that lives on the outer end, well, not maybe the outer end, we'll talk about just, say, College Park in Georgia, they can commute from Auburn. Auburn is only about an hour and 30 minutes away from exit 64 in the Atlanta area. You can get there real quick with no traffic. So either way, as of late, Auburn has landed Landon King from the state of Texas. I mean, just not a recruit that just jumps out at you when you see him on field. He's definitely not just explosive at the point of attack. He is very educated, though, in how he plays the football game. He positions himself very well to make plays. He's very tall. He reminds me of C.J. Uzomah from Auburn who played a couple of years ago back in 2013, who is now currently playing in NFL. If I could put, the way I look at Landon King, if I could put C.J. Uzomah and Philip Lutzenkirchen from back in the 2010 football season, rest in peace to Philip Lutzenkirchen, that's what you get. I think a very good football player. I think a very educated football player. I think a very coachable football player. One thing I think Landon King needs is a speed coach. He's got to get a little bit quicker off the point of attack. But otherwise, as a very good, educated football player, very student of the game, had 853 yards last year. And I think this is a very good game for so many reasons for Auburn. One, they're getting a pretty good football player. And two, they're expanding their territory when it comes to recruiting, and that is huge. And, Gus Malzahn, you can say what you want, but those recruiting efforts are starting to expand. He has a really good coaching staff now. If he decides to utilize them properly, I think he could be on to something at Auburn. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. I am your host, Kennard Vernon Stewart, War Eagle.